this point and help people get better by just changing their lifestyle, changing their eating, changing and controlling what is arguably the most controllable toxic substance that we're exposed to on a regular basis, which are those things that people view as food, which are not food. So the 30 Days to Healthy Living and Beyond, what this is a lifestyle change. And how is this different from the myriad other cleanses and diets that are out there? First of all, it's not a diet. It really is a lifestyle change. But there's no calorie counting, there's no measuring food, there's no points to track. It's not a rapid fad diet or a weight loss program, although you can lose weight doing it. But this is something that you can introduce to people where they can start to change how they view food and what goes into and onto your body. So it's 30 days to get started, but that's why we call it 30 days and beyond, because it's also beyond that 30 days as you make those changes. So what can one expect? You can expect to jumpstart to a healthier you, get renewed focus on health and wellness. We love our fizzies, don't we, James? Just like brain sharpening, yes. We can get increased knowledge about how to eat better and learn what foods have been sabotaging your health, and basically metabolically hit the reset button. So what you get with the program, you get Arbonne nutrition products, which are incredibly clean. They truly are pure, safe, and beneficial. In addition, when doing this program, it will be supported by a private Facebook group. Now, why is that important? I actually have colleagues out there who have done studies, and it has been shown that when you are doing something as part of a community, you are more likely to do it and succeed at doing it, as opposed to being out on an island all by yourself with nobody to whom you can be accountable. This keeps you accountable not only to yourself, but to a host of other people who are going through those trials and tribulations of changing their habits with you. You'll also get weekly plans, shopping lists, recipes, and encouragement along the way. And what you'll learn how to eat clean. You'll learn what foods to avoid and why. You'll learn how to increase nutritional intake, because there really is a difference between tater tots, French fries, and a sweet potato, or a Twinkie and an apple. We're all dealing with carbs here, but which ones are going to truly give you the best nutrient bang for your buck? You'll learn how to balance your blood sugar. Who has a meal here and then feels sleepy about half an hour later? Yeah. Still working on balancing blood sugar. But seriously, it's not uncommon. In fact, I know people are having trouble with their blood sugar when they fill out my 45 minutes worth of paperwork, and one of the questions is, do you feel tired after you eat a meal? The thing is, you shouldn't feel tired after you eat a meal. You shouldn't feel revved up after you eat a meal. You should feel full, satisfied, and continue on with your day. But those tireds before or after, that's classic blood sugar. And we're going to help you learn how to balance that. And also learn how to support your elimination organs. The two biggies inside are your livers and your liver and your kidneys. Yes, there's only one. And outside, it's your skin, which is the largest organ of the body. So why should we do this program? And why should people do it? I recommend 3 to 4 times a year or once a quarter. Because we live in a really toxic world. It's difficult to control the air we breathe. It's challenging to control the water that we drink. And it's really tough to control the food that we eat without the education as to what is really food and what is not. So pretend your body is like a bathtub, and what we have is a spigot. And that spigot is everything that we're putting into that bathtub. And it is typically loaded with toxins. And as it goes into the bathtub and starts to fill up, we start to experience symptoms. And as it fills up more and more and more and more and more, because now the drain is getting clogged, we're going to basically have problems. So what we need to do is be able to learn how to turn off the spigot, take away the stressors and the toxins that are coming in, clean up the drain, allow that sludge to pour out, and then learn how to clean the tub. And that's what this program will basically teach you. So, whoops. This is my favorite slide because this is the audience participation slide. And I always challenge everybody to find at least 3 to 5 things that you can experience, or you are experiencing or have experienced on this particular slide. So, any volunteers? Regina.
So I have experienced in the past, let's see, definitely skin rashes and sugar cravings, or the pot belly thing. What else is there? Disturbed sleep. Blah 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 blah. I know I've had inflammation.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's
So yeah.
allergies.
Allergies, yeah, a few of those, absolutely. And look how svelte you are. Within you now are a product of the product. Fabulous. Patricia.
Oh yeah, I could have done the whole list almost at some points of my autoimmune, but I would say for sure the skin thing, allergies, because I'm allergic to everything, brain fog, huge. Okay, some days I go, how did I get here? And then I go, that's right, I drove. Okay, that's not, but I'm laughing about it, but it is a reality. Are you kidding? Yeah, I would say that those are like the biggest things.
Yeah.
My two were headaches and cholesterol. And those are
Right, and your cholesterol, you have a great story with regard to your cholesterol.
I'm off my cholesterol. I was 12 to 15 years on cholesterol meds, and now I'm totally off of them because of this program, which is a miracle.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
For me, the big thing was, a lot, but really I see sugar cravings. I was always looking, okay, so what do I eat now? I need something sweet. It's like, I don't crave it anymore.
Right. Yes, I take it or leave it.
Yeah,
People
whatever.
offer you dessert, you go, yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
James, how about you? You want to volunteer?
Yeah, the chronic fatigue, like I'm always tired. I do have like itchy skin, so like sensitive skin sometimes too.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, I know. I personally could have gone through and done most of these at one point in time. And the thing is that, we live in a toxic world. Doing it once is a great start. But planning on incorporating a type of cleanse into your life on a regular annual basis, like I said, 3 to 4 times a year, that just keeps you healthy. And why is that? Well, here's the deal. A lot of people go into these kinds of programs because they want to lose weight. And so what they do is they go on these fad diets. Let's do the grapefruit diet. Oh yeah, we're going to do grapefruit half an hour before every meal, and it's going to cut our enzymes down, and we're going to give it all this, that, and the next thing we're going to lose a bunch of weight. Well, maybe. But the thing is that you go from being fluffy and toxic to skinny and toxic because you haven't really gotten rid of the toxins. And unfortunately, toxins hide in the fat. As you release the fat, the toxins are released into the body. If you're not getting rid of those toxins at the same time, then what happens is the body, because this is what the body does, it wants to protect itself, and it will go and it will surround those toxins with fat again. So the yo-yo effect, even though people say, I don't understand, I'm eating exactly the same and I'm putting on weight again, I don't know what's happening. Well, that's because your body is attempting to protect yourself from the toxins that are still left. In addition, if anybody's following a weight loss program, if you lose that 20 pounds, 10 or 20 pounds, it's about a 50-50 ratio as to what you lose. And what that means is you will lose 50% fat and you will lose 50% of your lean mass. But when that yo-yo occurs and you swing back to fluffy and toxic, you're not putting on 10 pounds of lean in addition to 10 pounds of fat, you're putting on 20 pounds of fat. And it's really scary, and people say, I don't understand, I weigh the same as I did before and I'm bigger. That takes up more space and it's less healthy. So what we want to do with this program is go from fluffy and toxic to lean and non-toxic or less toxic. And that's the person who's going to actually be able to maintain their benefit for long periods of time, because along the way they will have also changed their lifestyle. So these are some phenomenal before and after pictures. You can see how people are going from fluffy to thin and fluffy to non-fluffy. And here's a great example of a skin issue. This gal, she was really having a hard time with her skin. Now, why does that happen? When the two main detox systems in the body, your liver and your kidneys, start getting backed up and clogged, everything's going to start literally backing up into the system, but the body will try to get rid of it in any way you can, and the skin is the largest excretory organ in the body. It isn't the first place things go to, but it is the biggest. So when the normal workings get mucked up, then it's going to start coming out through the skin. And in my practice, I see a lot of skin issues. Once you remove those triggers, remove those toxins, the skin will have a chance to clean up, and look at the difference.
That's such a miracle.
From oh my goodness, honey, to peaches and cream. I mean, seriously, that was pretty phenomenal. And again, not huge amounts. I mean, she was still beautiful in 2016 in March. But it's September 2016, look at the grin, and now we're happy enough to take selfies. And here we go, totally losing that gut. A lot of times you'll see people with a very large belly on little skinny legs. Trust me, that is all bloat. That is all toxicity, looking for a place to go. And this gal got so excited, she decided to become a consultant, and now she's got her new Mercedes. So, very happy. From fluffy to svelte and dragon white Mercedes. We have couples who do this program. Again, from fluffy to not. Much happier. And I love this program, I love this picture because it shows that, some people are worried about, little love handles, and it wasn't like she was bad before, but now look at her 8 weeks later. I mean, slim and trim and all those little extra pockets gone. Here we went from, slender to a six-pack, nice. Okay, so you got some before and after pictures. Really, people do this and get great results. So what to avoid? We're going to avoid common allergenic and acidic foods. We're going to avoid gluten, dairy, whey, sugar, artificial flavors and sweeteners, caffeine, alcohol, vinegar, and soy, and why. All of these things make the system more acidic. Disease loves an acidic environment. In this world where cancer is, heart disease and cancer are two of the top 3 when it comes to the causes of morbidity and mortality, 1 in 2 men, 1 in 3 women will experience cancer. And why? It's because of a combination of toxic buildup, both in our bodies and in our minds. And let me tell you, we call this thing the gut-brain connection. If you've got stuff going on with your gut that isn't good, trust me, you'll have things going on with your brain that isn't good. All of the neurotransmitters, which are basically brain hormones, begin in the gut. So if you've got problems here, you will have problems here. And cancer loves that kind of combination of everything going wrong at the same time. So we want to make your system as alkaline as possible. How do we do that? Well, we're definitely going to avoid gluten. Gluten is one of those things that is not a fad. It actually goes in, and when you put it into your system, it will create inflammation. It will actually help to create what we call leaky gut, which makes your intestinal lining more permeable to the bad things that should not be getting into your bloodstream. It is a huge problem, and even if you don't, quote, experience the things that go along with gut issues like gas and bloating or tummy aches, even if you don't experience that, you are having a gluten reaction. Everybody does. And 80% of the gluten-related issues aren't going to be obviously manifested in the gut. They're going to manifest themselves as skin rashes, headaches, brain fog, visual disturbances, dizziness, all neurologic signs that actually go along with being exposed to the chemical reaction that gluten causes in the body. Dairy and whey. First of all, never, ever, ever have a protein drink that says, oh, we have whey as our protein. It is the cheapest byproduct of dairy. It is still as reactive as dairy, and it is one of the hardest proteins on the planet to break down and digest. So if you're already having problems with your gut, this is the worst thing in the world you can do. Not only that, but dairy looks like gluten at the microscopic level. The body doesn't care if it's a piece of cheese or if it's a piece of toast. It doesn't matter if it's a glass of milk or if it's a baguette. It's going to act the same in the body because molecularly they look the same.
Dairy and gluten look the same in the body. So, and I don't like to put other companies down, but I have someone right now who's their clients on isogenics, which is whey. I just have to just say that, right? Just say you're dealing with a cheap protein that's not going to digest properly.
It's hard for people to understand that concept, but that was one main thing that helped me turn around with MS and my autoimmune is understanding that concept. That's what was making me react and get like dizzy to the point of not walking. Like it's simple as changing the things.
Yeah, cross-reactivity, and then there's also the molecular mimicry because dairy and gluten also look like the cells of certain structures in our body, like the cerebellum in the brain, which controls
so
the
if
balance
you're already
centers.
reacting
Yeah.
to one thing, you're going to react to the other.
You
And
can't
I
really,
already was reacting.
Good.
exactly. You can't really be gluten-free unless you're also dairy-free. You just can't.
Okay,
I know. Sugar. Sugar is the most inflammatory thing on the planet. Seriously, read every book you want to know. There's this great book called Lick, L-I-C-K, The Sugar Habit, by Nancy Appleton. It's been around for 1 million years. Great information on sugar, including some self-tests that you can take and let you know whether or not you're addicted to sugar. And it's insidious. Every now and then I'll pick up that book and take the test just to see if I've slipped. And what I have is like, damn, okay, then you have to start being really